Welcome, you nerdy pedal lovers. You're gonna buy this anyway, I know, because you're as obsessed, or obsessed? What is obsessed? Oh, obsessed. I don't know. Obsessed as I am about Le Pedales. We're looking at a spin-off of the Eventide H9 algorithms. The black hole pedal last year was the first one, and now they came out with the Ultra Tap, which is so damn good, and now the micro pitch delay. H9 is brilliant, but you gotta get the app out to twiddle the bits, but then of course you have all the other algorithms. So these pedals are spin-offs, only one algorithm from the H9, but with actual knobs and all that. I think it's really cool because you can actually get your hands dirty. So this is the form factor that they have. That's the Ultra Tap, which is very tough to photograph. Am I blinding you? Come on. Am I? So amazing. Input, which can be switched to mono. Well, we actually have a camera back here. So we get the input right here, and that can be switched to mono or stereo. Right now it's on mono. If you switch it to stereo, you're gonna need one of these TRS two plugs or two jacks. I just bought a whole bunch of these to utilize those pedals in stereo if I wanted to. For example, if you want to use them in series, you're gonna need one of those to go into the next pedal. And then we have a stereo out, which can be switched between guitar and line level. So actually, if you wanted to use the pedal with a mixer or DAW, that would work. Then you have the expression input, which is also a TRS MIDI input, if you choose so. And then the USB, which I will bitch about. And then the 9-volt DC input. The USB is a mini USB. That's kind of done for 10 years now. There's micro USB, which isn't perfect because it's very small and not as stable as a connection. Maybe that's why they're doing it. But why doesn't that have USB-C? This is an old style technology, people. I don't think it should have this realistically. If you look at the universal audio pedals that were just released, I haven't had them in my hands, but they have USB-C. Why? Because it's the frickin', 2021 now, and that's what you should have. So Eventide, get with the program. Come on. However, in the box, you can find, first of all, an Eventide sticker and feet, which is nice. Not Eventide feet, but feet, these cheat sheets, which are pretty cool. I didn't know what they were until Andy Ferris said, dude, are you stupid? And yes, I was stupid. And then you find a box with a playing card on it. And in the box is a power supply, which is very neat. And of course, a USB-B to USB mini cable. So everything that you need is in here. You don't even need a power supply. But it, of course, does work with one of those high-powered Choxes or anything that has probably 500, 600 milliamps. I don't know exactly how much the pedal wants. And of course, in the box is a manual. So that's neat. It should explain a little bit more what the whole deal with the pedal is. But then I found these. I'm like, what are those for shops? What is this? And then I started looking at them. Then I saw the one there. And those are actually the presets. And you can see how the knobs are set. There's a little black line and a little white line. And that actually shows you what preset 1 is. And the name of the presets are also on there, which I didn't see. H3000 micro pitch. Right there. Slap My Echo is number 2. Number 3 is the Micro Dream. So this is neat. Choral whirl and elevator delays. So what you do is put the pedal there, Leslie. There it is. Just put them on there, and then you can recreate that preset. Pretty cool, Eventide. I gotta say, this costs money, this is work, and you go the extra mile. I like it. So before we go into sounds, I'll explain to you what it is. And again, just like the Ultra Tap, it's a little bit more to wrap your head around. If you know the TC Electronic Mimic doubler, which you will play guitar into it, and then it uses a clever algorithm to change the timing and the pitch for the left and right, and add thickness and wididity to your guitar. That's kind of that, but with a lot more control. If you know the Keeley Electronics 30 millisecond doubler, that's kind of what that does. delay your guitar, detune it a bit, which is pretty much what synth people have been doing since the dawn of synthesizers. You take a mini Moog. There are 2 oscillators. Well, the fatness comes from, or 3 oscillators, I don't even know. Detuning them against each other and having them do slightly different modulations, and all of a sudden, the sound becomes huge. That's kind of the idea. We have mix, which is self-explanatory, but then all the way up is only wet, which is great. We love that. And then tone is, of course, high boost, low boost. Easy. We have pitch A and pitch B. And you can see pitch A only goes from 0 to plus 50, and pitch B goes from 0 to minus 50. So you will detune left and right. And we're running it in stereo, which means we're very clearly going to hear left and right detune skis. So right here, no detuning, and then you're taking 2 extra signals in addition to your guitar signal, and you're taking one down a bit and one up a bit, and what happens is your guitar gets wider. If we modulate those pitches, right there, let's say with a sine wave right there, and we modulate them a bit, what we might be getting is kind of like a chorus. Maybe not exactly, but that's kind of what that could be. 2 other guitars that are not quite in tune, being a little bit unstable. But then the cool thing is, those can be delayed. So my main guitar, and then on the right, I got a little bit later, not really ding, ding, ding delay, but I can, but I don't have to, a little bit later and a little bit higher. And the other one, a little bit even later, but a little bit lower. And then all of a sudden, my main guitar gets very big. It's a guitar thickener. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. It can be a guitar detuner for crazy shit if you modulate it a lot. Yeah. How do you get to the black controls? Very simple, right there. Which gives this very small pedal, I gotta say, it's not huge. She never said that. Gives it a whole second layer, and that gives it 12 knobs. The really cool thing is, these are also knobs. Don't know what they do. Wait, what does it do? Oh, yeah. Right now, that's on and off. But if you wanted that effect only momentary, what you do is click that, and now, look at that. It becomes a momentary switch. Having the LEDs be switches is brilliant. That gives it more functions. And then on the right side, right now I'm in preset mode. So I can cycle through the 5 presets, but through MIDI, TRS on the back, it has 127 presets, which means you send program change 59, then you set up your setting, you save by, I think, holding in tab, and then it's saved to program change 59. On the pedal, you can select 5 different presets, and then you hit this to activate the preset. I'm holding in tab to switch to my time mode. Right now, that time mode is seconds, which I don't quite fully understand what that means. So what, I can tap it. 1, 2, I don't know. It's seconds. It's time. But if I click that, it becomes our standard BPM. Neat. The maximum amount of delay in tempo mode is 6 seconds. The maximum amount of delay in time mode is 3 seconds. I haven't understand time mode yet, just like on the Ultra tab. I'm too dumb for that. Moving on, you have depth for the modulation, which you set what it and how it modulates right here in the second layer. Then you have rate / sensitivity. So rate would be for the sine wave modulation. Sensitivity, if you are on envelope down or envelope up, there's a little envelope there, which is very, very clever pictogram. Envelope is, it follows the dynamics of the guitar. So you hit the string and there's loud volume and then the volume goes down. It's kind of like an ADSR. It's a attack, decay, release, sustain, and so on. So it's an envelope. And envelope down means you play, and as the signal trails off, it will take that parameter down. In this case, it's pitch. And here, the envelope will be reversed, and it's going to take it up. How much is the sensitivity? No, that's the sensitivity of how it reacts to that. The depth is set here. feedback, second layer for the delays. And here we have how much you want of A, how much you want of B. Maybe you only want one detune, then you just set it to A or B, whether you want it up or down. And then here the second layer is an output level. I think the smartest thing to do is go listen to the presets so we get an idea of what's possible. Again, this is a very unique pedal. It can be a pretty standard dual delay, actually. No pitch, keep it there, 2 delays. Dual delay, done. It is absolutely a dual delay. Right now, they are in increments, I think, depending on here. So if I have the delay time, this will be in increments of my tap. And then there's feedback. It's a delay with modulation, if you wanted that. But obviously, the micro pitchy thing is the main feature. So we're going to go into preset mode. Oh, right there. And maybe while we're there, we're going to go and put these on, because I think for demo purposes, it's not a bad idea. My setup can be seen from the back. I'm going into the Jackson Audio Golden Boy, into the micro pitch in mono, and then stereo out into the Mako series ACS1 amp simulator by Walrus Audio, which I have set up to Fender Deluxe Reverb, and it goes stereo out into my X4 from Universal Audio. Oh, naming all these things, I'm getting paid for this video. You gotta know that. It's important because I have to say it. And I don't like the pedal because I'm getting paid. I like the pedal because it's a fucking Eventide pedal and it's good. And if I got something to bitch about, I will bitch about it. Because the one thing that companies cannot have in these videos is control. It's actually a legal term. Payment and control. The payment, yes. Control, fuck no. But I'm also saying that because the other products shown were obviously also placed here to be shown. This is advertising. But it's honest advertising. If you don't believe that, then don't believe that. This is the Shabbat Lynx. Come on, look at the flip-floppy color. Nice! Thank you, Avi, for that. So, this is the dry sound. And we're going to turn this on. Mixes all the way up, I see, okay? So, pitch here. And then the second layer would be, it doesn't really matter. Damn it. Because it is that, That's beautiful. Widening, but without actual pitch. You can see both pitches are down. So if I put some overdrive on here. Microdream. And there the pitches are here. Not so much mix. And we have definitely some modulation going on. And the modulation is sine with a faster rate. So there we are. That was a flat 9. That's an insane sound. You, but that makes me happy. Preset number 4. Can you show the... Yeah, thank you. I know how to set it up. Thank you, Leslie. All the way only pitch A, okay? That seems to be... Yep. Modulation is envelope, but plus, so it goes up as the volume goes down. Now, what's it good for? Absolutely nothing. I don't know. I literally don't know, but could be cool. Wait, why were we on 3? What? You gotta be on 5. So there's modulation going on. So let's take this off. Go to 1. Why am I down there? There we go. And we're gonna do our own thing. Let's start with no delays. So we're gonna go here. Gonna turn the delay off. Gonna go in the middle here for AB. Depth for modulation is 0. And that also means rate 0. We're gonna purely start with... Technically, I should hear nothing now. Good. I'm gonna go a little bit down. My guitar's a little bit wider already, and a little bit up. No, actually that was up and now down. That's a little bit too detuned now. So that gives you a little bit of widener. Now we're going to go and move them slightly to the back. Delay. Going to go to time mode. So let's start with A. Can hear a very, very slapbacky thing. Gonna do the same thing to B, maybe a little bit more. I'm an idiot. That's tone. I made it darker. I thought I was doing mix. Of course I wasn't doing mix because that was on. That happens. Here we go. That just gets more of what you want. So we're gonna turn that off. Let's go and have no pitch change, but we're gonna go do series delayage. Of course, now they're in time mode, so they're completely free. Why am I only hearing one? I don't get it. There should be two. Okay, so one is A is very fast. And B is... Well, if I have them both at the same time, let me see. Okay, they are the same. And now I am on the second layer, so I'm going to give it some feedback. So you get the idea, it's a dual delay. So if I go into this tempo mode, now I'm on 8th note. Dotted 8th. 16th. So it automatically snaps to usable subdivisions. Why don't I have that much level? again. Here we go. So let's add, I'm only going to go to B to monitor that. So that will be dotted eighth on B. Interesting. Same setting is... now we're talking. That's interesting. So we got a dotted eighth and then a quarter plus a 16th. Kind of sound. It's one of my favorite things, which is why one of my favorite delays has always been the Strymon Dig, because he can do these dual delays. So the Strymon Dig has always been my favorite thing, and it can do exactly those things. When it comes to modulation, it's very limited. It's a different kind of a thing, but it does the same kind of... What? Let's see if I add modulation. Even though I didn't change any of the pitch, if I can modulate. So... I'm gonna go, I have sine, let's see the depth. Well, since I didn't change any of the pitch, it can't really modulate any of the pitch. So I'm going to go a little bit here. So if I go to envelope down, you hear it diving down. And let's try up. Let's go take those delays down again. Oh wait, that was wrong. Let's feedback. What am I doing? Those dual functions always will confuse you, but you know it's going to happen. I'm not hearing the super crazy pitchy up effects that I'm kind of expecting, and why not? That's the question. Maybe because that's not what it's supposed to do. There. Okay, envelope down, I'm definitely hearing then. Like, super drastic. Okay, now we're there. It's kind of catching the pitch. That's horrible, but fun. It's nice, it's catching the actual pitch. So let's be a little bit less drastic with where we're going. If you play live and you want your guitar to be wider, there's any kind of tiny little adjustments you can make in any kind of widity you want. Super wide, like we just did, or subtle, or just use it as a delay. Which of course you can tap 1, 2. Right now I did ridiculous delays because it got up to 6 seconds. Okay, that leaves the expression pedal, which is actually super simple. You plug that thing in, and the standard mode is expression. You can, of course, switch that to MIDI with holding some buttons and stuff like this. You can control any parameter on it with MIDI. It's all in the manual. It's all in the manual right here somewhere. You can change MIDI channel and all that stuff. Any parameter can be controlled. But actually, expression is super simple, because right now, I got one on the floor, and if I'm up, it shows me it's up. If I'm down, it shows me it's down. It's using the preset thing for that. So I'll literally just set up, let's see, my modulation depth all the way. And here my modulation depth all the way down. And now I can control my modulation depth. Gotta pull this back a bit. You could even, let's do this, no delay, mix all the way up, but I'm switching between down is A, up is B, and I'm going A is all the way plus 50 and B is all the way minus 50, which means I'm switching between A and B. That's a beautiful sound. Oh wait, that's in the middle, that's in the middle. So you pretty much set it up the way that you want it on heel and you want it on toe and you're good. Nobody needs that, but I'm saying it's possible. So now I could switch between two different delay tabs. So I can now switch between two, morph between two different delay times. So that is how the expression pedal works, and that's, if you know the level you're on, that's technically easy. The one confusion to me is always like, what is the time, the time mode versus the tempo mode? I'm not 100% convinced on that. You figure that out. And you do make mistakes because you don't necessarily pay attention to what level you're on. Well, that's a downside, but the upside is you get a rather small form factor pedal, and you get 12 controls instead of 6. Actually, you get more. You get another one here and another one here, which means you actually get 14 different functions. Actually more, because depending on whether you're on that LFO, it's rate, or here it's sensitivity, and so on and so on. So I do make mistakes because I'm not paying attention to where I am. And then, of course, you're setting up delay time, and then you don't know anymore where your pitch is. That's the drawback of any pedal with dual functions. That's the drawback of the Strymon pedals. On the Strymon pedals, I'm going to really bitch about that. It's way worse, I think similar on the Meris, because they only write the primary function. I know it clutters up the look of the pedal. I get that, but can you remember on your pedal board all the secondary functions of all the knobs if you have several Strymon pedals or several Meris pedals or several Eventide pedals? Eventide is saying, screw with cleanliness. It's still a clean looking pedal, but we're gonna give you the functions. We're gonna show you the preset. The preset at the same time is also showing you where my expression pedal is. So let's go over features. 127 presets, 5 of them switchable on the pedal. Awesome. Momentary switch, super easy. Time and tempo mode, I like tempo mode, dual delay, modulation options, feedback sensitivity, output level, different tones. It's a great dual delay, but it's also a thickener. It's also a chorusy widener. There's one of the modes even sounds kind of comb filtery. I think I've barely tapped the surface of what this thing can do. It's definitely a more special pedal, but as a tool for the one guitar player in the band that just needs the thickness, use it subtly and all of a sudden, bam, the thickness. And use it drastically, ambient richness. If you like modulation stuff and pitchy effects, then that's there. the H9 is absolutely, utterly brilliant, and who knows what else they're coming out with in the future. And we all know there's one company that does pitch better than anyone else. It's been like this forever. It's been like this since the 80s, the H3000, and no one does pitch like Eventide. And no, I'm not saying that because Sound Service, the distributor, is paying me to make this video. It's a fact. Look it up. Also, whatever I say can't generate sounds that are not there. Whatever I say can't generate you sitting there like, oh, that sounds pretty damn cool. I can't lie about the sounds because the sounds are there. I can't fix them. I'm not using another pedal to magically make this one sound better. Saying you're just a paid chill in these videos is utterly ridiculous because you're hearing the sounds. Okay. I like what Eventide's doing there. Thank you for commissioning these videos. I'm very honored that I'm one of the first to check these pedals out. Thank you, Martin from Sound Service. You're a doll. Thank you, Eventide. And thanks, Leslie, for switching. Please use my links below. That helps me as well. Please subscribe to me on Patreon. That really helps. Any dollar on Patreon is a dollar I have. Thank you. And other things like do Instagram and all these things and ring the bell and blah, blah, blah. It really does help. Companies look at subs, even though, what do they mean? I don't know. Nothing. So, thanks for all of that. Animals at the end.